My name is Martin Nieves. I'm here talking with the director of the new movie Twin Towers Legacy with Mr. Robert Port. Robert, how are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you doing, my friend?
Very good, very excited to be talking to you. First of all, congratulations on the movie, on the
Thank you.
documentary. So,
Thank
first of all, you're an Academy Award winner. How does it
you.
feel having that last name? Because doesn't it's gonna be old for all your life.
Well, I'll tell you, a good friend of mine said to me after I won it, right afterwards, everyone was congratulating me. And my friend, who had a wonderful sense of humor, said to me,
Mhm.
"Well, at least we know how your obituary will begin." And I went, "Thank you. That's really a very, wonderful thing to say." Look, obviously, I'm very proud of the award. It's not the way you want to win it. I won it on a film of one of my best friends who died on 9/11. But what the award means to his fellow police officers, the fact that to this day they all brag about it, that they were there for it and that they could be a part of it, that gives me chills. That makes me so happy. So many of his police officers who had survived came out and went to the Oscars that night, and that's a whole movie in of itself. We almost didn't make it out of Hollywood, but they crashed a lot of parties, and it was a great evening. And for them, it's a symbol. It's really a symbol of something greater than just the films. For that, I'm very pleased.
I also want to ask you because the movie is I like the way the beginning of trade and also the way that they are third generation of firefighter policemen, and this is something we usually see within with policemen and firemen that their whole family is involved with it. How special was it from this family to be able to open their doors, their privacy, and you'll be able to go through them. What did you learn that impressed you about this family? Because it's amazing the way they talk, the way they feel about the community, the way they do what they're doing is
Sure,
impressive. So, what did you
sure.
learn from them? Because
So I'll
what's
take it. That's three parts. So the first part is they're an incredible family, and that's a those are great questions. I stay close to them since 9/11. I saw those little boys who were 6 months and 6 years and 8 years at the time of 9/11. They would visit me sometimes on movie sets. I would keep in touch with their mom. And I knew enough about their life to know that they were going to college and that they were headed off to do wonderful things. Um, when I found out that they joined the NYPD and the Marines, and that's what they were pursuing, their dad and mom's career, I immediately said to them, "This is a film. This will be an inspirational film about your family that speaks to the best of the values, not just in America, but quite honestly, around the world."
yeah.
And because every country has police officers and first responders. So they trusted me, and they were amazing in letting me even deeper into the family, and spending 4.5 years with them filming. What I learned is those little boys that I remembered, with certain hopes and dreams, had become these men who reminded me so much of their father and mother, who had the best of both of them, who really just wanted to go out there and do the Lord's work, and they were doing it for the right reason. They didn't become police officers because the pressure was on them. Like you said, I can sit here and name Kevin Tolan and Tom Buddha and all these detectives I know who are second, third generation. They didn't do it because of that. They did it because it's what they wanted to do. They did it because they were surrounded by these folks, these NYPD folks, as their second family and FDNY, and they wanted to do it. No one forced them to do anything. And the third part of it is that seeing how good they are at their job. Their dad was as good as I ever saw as a police officer. He was like Superman, literally. I've been shot twice in the line of duty. He had incredible strength. Um, but these boys are every bit his equal, and is so proud of them watching from down there, and would be so proud of them intellectually, physically, emotionally. They're so evolved, and they're just so amazing at their jobs, and they've evolved. The police officer of 1998, that police officer is gone. The police officer of 2025 is a very different police officer. We were talking about this just the other night. The NYPD is basically majority minority. It's so many Puerto Rican and Caribbean, and you have ethnicities from around the world. It's wonderful. It's so representative of the city itself.
Also, well, I guess while you're doing a documentary, there's a lot of a film that you take and then you're not able to use it, so you have to edit it because of time constraint. Was there a scene or something that you had to cut through, sadly, because of the time limit or the way you're doing the film?
Yes, yes. I mean, so I had to make a conscientious decision to balance the present with the past. I wanted to be respectful of Joe and make sure that the stories I told of Joe in the past um, had something to do with the present with Jimmy and Joey and John. And so some of the stories that his friends had told me in the past were so funny and there were things that I would love to have included because it just was so Joe, not just acts of heroism, but a lot of humor because he's such a wonderful guy, and things about Kathy and things about them together when they first met that were hilarious. The way he met his wife, he grabbed the keys from her car and drove all the way out and, took her car. And that's how he got his first date with her. But unfortunately, you have to limit, how long these films can be. But yes, yes, no, there was plenty of stuff that we had to leave, unfortunately, on the edit room floor.
And also, you have the privilege of having Dennis Quaid as the narrator of the film. He's an amazing actor. He has such a deep voice. Amazing. So, how was it that you were able to get him involved in this project?
Yes.
Because it's a great catch.
So Dennis, this is all Dennis. Dennis is a tremendous supporter of the first responders. He does a lot of work for 9/11, Towers to Tunnel, which is a run they do every year. The moment I spoke to his agent, look, I love Dennis Quaid. I grew up and watched all his movies. So for him, he was a natural. And within 6 hours of me speaking to his agent, he was on board. Didn't worry about the contract, didn't worry about the money. He said, I'm all in. And I was probably 5, 6 days later in Austin recording him. He put so much thought into it. He basically nailed it in one take, two takes. For the premiere, he flew up, even though his schedule basically didn't allow it. He was so gracious to everybody. He spoke at the opening of the film from his heart, and he was so emotional about it. And people just loved him. He must have sat there and taken 300 photos with people. I can't say enough. Forever grateful to him because without Dennis Quaid's voice in the film, it's a very good film, but I don't think it becomes a great film. He gets elevated by a great actor. I mean, everyone's going to do their part, right? You need a great editor. You need great subjects. You need great cinematography. We had that with Jeff Sussman and Paul Buell, but we needed a great narrator, and Dennis Quaid was incredible.
Yeah, he's amazing. The film is amazing. Just to remind everybody, the movie Twin Towers Legacy is available on VOD, so you can go ahead and rent it or can buy it, purchase it. Robert, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I wish you well, my friend.
Right, have a good one.